Good evening. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Oh. And this week I'll just cover how my last week went and just talk about consistency a little bit. So as far as my training, still going strong. I trained yesterday. I feel great. And then last week I trained on Tuesday. So I did my calisthenics and I did about I think like 90 minutes. And yesterday I did about 70 minutes. So I'm increasing the intensity. And the way I'm doing that is I'm decreasing my rest time. So 70 minutes, not bad. I think I did 8 circuits, so that's pretty good. And definitely got a great workout. I'm not as sore as last week, but my soreness, I suffer from DOMS, so that's delayed onset muscle soreness. And usually my soreness doesn't get bad until not the next day after training, but the 2 days after training. That's usually when I'm most sore. And yeah, so it's not that bad. And as far as my jogging, I jogged last week, got back into it. I'm going to be jogging this week, so that feels good. And as far as the update on my progress, so since I don't weigh myself, that's a very easy way to get progress, but I don't use the scale. So I got some positive feedback from people I know that, my gains are steady, I'm improving. I have a little line in my bicep over here, so that's good because that wasn't there before. So just as long as I'm making slow and steady progress, that's good with me, because I don't want to do an acute cut or acute bulk, and then when you get off that nutrition plan and that training, then you don't always maintain those gains. I just rather have slow and steady gains and just maintain them throughout. So that was good. And as far as my nutrition, it's good. I've been doing my fasting. So today I ate all day, but last week, the days that I don't train, I usually eat starting around like 5 or 6 p.m. And it works for me. And the one thing I learned about myself with the fasting is that I don't get as hungry as I used to. I used to have a crazy appetite. I can still eat a lot, but I'm just not as hungry. So so that's how everything's going. And today I just want to talk about a little bit about consistency, and that's really like one of the biggest one of the biggest ingredients, or biggest things for me at least, when I'm working on my physique. So consistency. So when that's one of the reasons I train 1 to 2 times a week and do a whole body, because it's a lot easier to be consistent. And what I mean by that is I haven't missed a workout in about 2 years for like just I don't feel like going, or any reason other than a legitimate reason. Now that doesn't mean I train every week. I do take planned breaks. I do take time off. I do plan things around my training, but I haven't had a training session where I was just like, you know what, I just don't feel like going. I just don't feel like training today, and that hasn't happened for over 2 years. So when I was doing like the body split, or doing focusing on, say, maybe like shoulders and back, or back and buys, chest and tries, or any of like the body part splits. I would consistently miss days. I just didn't, after like 2 or 3 weeks going to the gym 5 days a week, 6 days a week, I would just swear out and I would miss days, and I didn't have the consistency. And as I mentioned, since I started training, 1 to 2 times a week, usually it's 1. And if you average out my whole trainings, I don't train 52 times in 1 year. So I don't even train once a week. And that's resistance training. I do my cardio and stuff like that. But resistance training, I do an average less than once a week. And that is what really helps me with my consistency. So not missing a training session in 2 years, for just feeling that going, that's huge. That has allowed me to get into a good rhythm. It also has put my body in a good rhythm, because now, when I train, I get enough time to recover, and I feel like I'm maximizing my gains. And also consistency is how to get gains. It's like I don't really, or you don't really get bigger after one session. However, if you're consistently going to the gym, consistently eating good, consistently sleeping, over time, that's where the gains will come. That's why the way I look at it, the way I track my progress now is by years, really. So my biggest check-in is gonna be January 1st, 2022. And I have a picture that I took January 1st, 2021, and I'm just going to compare. I'm I'm gonna see how I did in the whole year. And the reason I use a year is because I don't train, like I said, I only train once a week. So just having that time frame of a year makes it a lot easier to focus on my gains. And also, I don't ride the roller coaster of small setbacks or small gains. When I was focused on a month or sometimes even week by week or month by month, I'm focusing in such a short time frame that anything can happen, and I can have a major fluctuation just in that month. But now that I focus in the year, it's more important for me to be consistent throughout the whole year and just making constant, steady gains, and that really has allowed me to make better gains. So, consistency is important, and the training, the nutrition, the growth and recovery, all those things, you gotta be consistent with it. So when you're consistent overall, from a lifestyle, I guess, point of view, it's okay to have cheat days or cheat meals, or the one meal that you have that you eat something maybe that you shouldn't eat, or whatever. Like, that really doesn't matter when you're consistent throughout the whole time. And also, since I'm doing bodybuilding for myself, I started with the weights, wanted to lose some weight, and it went from losing some weight, changed it to bodybuilding. So I'm doing it for myself, and that's what I learned over the almost 4 years. It's gonna be, I guess, 4 years in November coming up, but that's what I learned over the last 3.5, almost 4 years. That consistency is one of the most important things to have for gains, and also it helps me to have a steady pace, and also understand that it's a long-term game, or copy the term from Simon Sinek, it's an infinite game. Like, my gains, my training, my nutrition is just not for this year, it's not just for next year, but it's for the rest of my life. And I want to be on a plan that I can do well into my golden years, that just the training and be consistent and stay healthy. So thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe to see more. Have a good one. Take care.